guys. Oh wait, I see one person in here. I'm gonna let you guys start getting the notifications, okay? Okay. Ooh, child. Um, I'm gonna let others start getting notifications. What y'all got going on tonight? Hold on, y'all. Okay, you guys, I'm back. Okay, y'all. I um I was getting ready to share this on Facebook. You guys share this on your Facebook page, okay? Share it on your Facebook page. How is everybody doing tonight? I know I haven't been on in a few days. I had a last minute situation where I had to go, I had to, and I'm still out of town, right, to do some work. And guess what ended up happening? Yeah. Of course, I have a house sitter sitting with my puppies. And how about the house sitter called me talking about when they took the puppies out, one of them, they couldn't. So why I sound like that, I probably have an echo. And I had been working, so I'm gonna tell y'all what I did. Like I just woke up. Once I got back, I just woke up, and where I'm at, it don't get dark until 9, like 9:30 something at night. All melancholy. It gets dark at like 9:30 something at night. Like it be daylight. And then all of a sudden around 9:30, it just gets dark. But I'm melancholy because I came back to the room and fell out and went to sleep. But I had been pissed today because I got somebody sitting at my house with my dogs. And they called me and said that one of when they took my puppies out, first of all, you cannot let them out. They're not old enough to just roam. But anyways, he was found in the I said, the only thing I know is when I come home, all my puppies better be there. I left with them all being there, and I don't know what's gonna need to happen, but I just need for my puppies to be there when I get there. Every one of them. So they found it was in the neighbor's yard. How in the hell you let my puppy roam? My puppy is a damn baby. Roam and oh, I'm trying to even figure out what it how it ain't. We have gates. It's just weird. Anyways, you know when you're in at home, you have to have somebody to house sit. Um, somebody that ain't scared to blow a Negro noodles out. They can look after the dogs and blow a Negro noodles out if they try to come to your door. But anyways, I had to come and work. I've been tired. So when I got back to the room today, because after I finished my job, I went shopping. And then I came back to the room and fell out and went to sleep. And the sad and here's the thing, I'm up. Now I'm up. I feel like I messed my sleep up. I'm probably gonna be up, so I'm drinking coffee right now to help me out. What's up? Rest in peace, young doll. Y'all know every year since young Dolph was assassinated, we on this channel we celebrate his birthday, right? Yeah, I think I'm gonna have some hot piping tea for you all. Like some real hot piping tea for you all. Probably by Monday. Probably it's gonna tomorrow, but I have to give it to you on Monday. Let's see who is in here. I see the Black Barbie, Mr. Parker, Rhonda, Diane, Nakia, Legacy 360, Nicole, Shan, Richie Rich. Keep on on the Paris situation. Inform others. Um, Tyranny, New to You, The Reality. Who else is in here? Rest in peace, Youngdolph, Little Miss Muffin. Am I pregnant? Oh Lord have mercy. I've been working. I'm tired because I've been working. Did you hear me say I've been working? I'm out of town. I had to travel out of town. It was so last minute. I should not have taken it. It was so last minute. I had to find a house sitter for my to sit at my house with my dogs. And I don't know how I feel about that either. Shoot, I don't be want nobody at my house when I'm not there. I don't be want nobody there when I ain't there. But it's good to get a man because it's a lot of men house sitters that you have to pay them, but it's a lot of men. And of course they can protect the house. That's very security conscious, and you don't have to worry about them stealing your expensive perfumes and all of that good stuff. Is that tea that you pregnant? Oh Lord Jesus, please. I guess if I am pregnant, it's like the Virgin Mary's pregnancy. I promise you, it's the ver it's the it, this baby would be it'll be a Jesus reborn. That's the only way I've gotten pregnant at this point. Shoot, y'all! Shout out to Young. I need to be trying to do something. I need to be trying to do what it takes to get pregnant. Shit. Anyways, you guys, I wanted to remember Young Dolph. Okay, that's why I titled this "Remembering Young Dolph on his birthday: The Rise and Assassination of a Memphis King." Okay, of course, y'all know we talk about Young Dolph a lot on this channel, and like I said, every year since his birthday, since his assassination, we have talked about him and honored him on his birthday. Right, we've had like a Young Dolph birthday party. But this time, I may have because I can't remember much, but I think I may have gone back to the beginning, and I've been seeing his artists and all of them. They've been celebrating him. I saw Daddy O, I saw Mia, I saw his family with the Ida May Foundation and all of that, which is such a beautiful thing, right? For them to be celebrating him and keeping his memory alive and letting people know that he is still loved, right? As they await justice in totality. This is the first year, and I guess I need to knock on wood that I have not seen certain artists whose names have come up in his assassination trolling him, right? I have not seen that this year. I guess I don't know. I don't know. You know, I guess I don't know. They probably, because remember last year, we know Yo Gotti put out an album on his birthday last year, and it had a lot of subliminal messages and stuff in it. It seemed like to me. But I want to remember the rise and assassination of a Memphis king. I did play the video where just on a video that I just posted up about his artist paying homage to him. And I came across the video and I had seen it before a long time ago. of him. Somebody had called him while he was sleeping, woke him up, and was talking about people hating on him. And he said, "That's the way I set this up. I was never supposed to make it this far in the eyes, I guess, of humans." Hold on, let me sit up because see, I've been asleep. See, when I start talking about this shit, I get mad as hell. He said, I set it up like this to be successful. He said, they hating, that's what they supposed to do. He said, I was a crack baby. I was never supposed to make it this far. And I kind of harp on that because it pisses me off, right? That, you have other human beings who feel like you are not supposed to outdo them. They ain't got the character, they ain't got nothing that it takes, right? Because number one, it starts with character. And a lot of people don't even have that because they're so messed up, right? But Young Dolph was able to obtain a lot of what some humans felt like he should not have, right? They thought that they were supposed to be in control of it. I have issues with people who try to put themselves in the place of God. You have to watch people that are always trying to block people, that are always trying to sabotage people, trying to stop people from getting what is rightfully theirs. Because when people work hard for stuff, when they start obtaining things, it is rightfully theirs, right? And so I have issues with those types of people that are always trying to block other people because they're really Satan, but they've tried to put themselves in the positions of God, and what ends up happening is they end up falling later on because you definitely have to reap what you sow. I always say you may get by for a little while, you may get by for a long while, okay, but you never get away, right? It always comes back on you. And so, as we remember him, I want people to carry that spirit. That's why I came on here talking about the spirit of Young Dolph, right? I want people to carry that and remember that. We tend to remember the assassination because that's what people kind of make their money off of, the conspiracies, talking about the assassination, going on and on with the BS, right? And it's good. Okay, remember the assassination, but also remember the substance, right? He had a lot of substance because he helped a lot of people to eat. He taught a lot. He suffered a lot because when you're trying to learn the secrets in the game, you tend to suffer quite a bit, right? And so he went and he did that. He learned that. And I think that's what people need to harp on also, especially when you're talking about success. And this right here is a lesson for all of us. We saw the opposition and the obstacles that young Doc went through. We even heard about how people tried to stop him, how he just would not give up, right? He just would not give up. Okay, y'all shot at me, y'all even hit me, but I'm coming back stronger. He was able to monetize everything that they did to him. And that's why I say I know that is one of the reasons why when they spotted him, that whoever gave that order for him not to walk out that cookie shop, that was the thought in their head. If he get up, he really gonna make a platinum album. Okay. And so I think it's sad, that it comes to stuff like this when people want to try and stop your growth, because Young Dolph making money was not stopping anybody else from making money, right? And that's what people need to understand. Somebody else's success don't have anything to do with you. What you need to do is get about worrying about yourself and trying to make money for yourself. Stay out of other people's lanes, right? Stay out of their way and let them do their thing and you do yours. But it's unfortunate that that did not happen, right? And so now today is his birthday, and he would have been 39 years old. I'm sure it's definitely going to be hard for his family when he reaches his milestone on next year. He would be in the 40 club, right? But 39 years old, all that he was able to obtain in his 30s, right? He set out to do that, and that's exactly what he did. Okay, hold on one second. Let me pull up some things. Okay. Um, Um, hold on. Let's look at a little bit of this right here. Because he was full of wisdom.
Situation, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you got the people in the people situation. Don't get me wrong, like the marching and all that stuff and the protests and all that, like that's cool, we need that. But man, the hood's so fucked up. Like you need them protests and marches in the hood too. It's kind of crazy, you know what I mean? Like really in the situation what's going on, how the world made, how it's set up right now, you can't do nothing about it. Everybody in this room will be like, okay, well, I'm finna get ready to have all of me and my family living like this or thinking like this kind of way in such and such, such and such, or your whole neighborhood or your whole city. It's still the rest of the world that you can't control their thoughts. You can't control their feelings. You can't control how they think. You can't control how they made. You can't control how their parents raised them, grandparents raised them, none of that. So, you know what I mean? My advice, just get yours, man, and worry about yours and help out everybody.
Ma'am, listen to me.
I agree. Get yours for you and your family. Don't step over nobody else's back and help those who can be helped or that want to be helped. Right. And I think what people have to do is develop the attitude that, hey, listen, if this person was able to obtain it, I really wish that they would help me. If they decide not to help me, hey, um, I can't worry about that. I'll move on to somebody that do. Now people have the mindset if they don't help me and they sit up, they got all their money, I'm gonna kill them. I mean, that's that we got to change that mindset, right? Um, let's see, y'all. Let's look at some more because I like looking at his interviews.
with money, but that shit don't mean nothing. You got people to come in this game with talent, but that shit don't mean nothing. But the game I ran to the wrong nigga. You got talent, you got a nigga that's smart, and you got us a young nigga, and you got the young nigga with a team. So the gang got trouble. The gang got hell. You can't give me nothing. You can't offer me nothing. It's like don't nothing mean nothing to me. No nothing don't nothing no none of this shit mean shit to me. Money don't mean shit to me. You know what I mean? It's like it's more about the understanding. It's more about the value in the vision. You know
so how did you learn how to navigate in this business? Because people say, well, a lot of times artists have to get jerked to really understand the business.
I'm gonna keep it 100. If you was to ask Jay-Z the same question about me, like why you think Youngdolph such and such, such and such? You know what I mean? I think he can answer that question. I ain't even got to answer that question. He'll tell you why. Because he a hustler. Hustlers, travelers, they the best ones. They like them. They the coldest ones.
So you think
it's like most of us just be stuck though. Like some of my homeboy, like niggas just be stuck in the.
Yeah. Queen T and my Real Talk fam. Hey, Natural Born Queen. We're remembering Young Dolph today, the rise and the assassination of a Memphis king. And I think that it is important because, Young Dolph represents so much more than what we talk about. There are a lot of young Dolphs that are waiting to arrive that have not been born yet, and they'll be born or they're gonna rise up. They got the same mindset of getting to the money, the same smarts of not being bought out. Money. They don't worship money. They don't look at because a lot of people look at money as their god. And when you start looking at money as a god, that's when you start seeing people take money to go and commit hits and stuff like that, right? Because they put money in a place that they should only have God, right? And after a while, you start to see their destruction, right? You start to see their destruction. Okay. Like I said, when we talk about him, we kind of people always kind of like to want to hear the conspiracies as it relates to his death. His death though is not. It's not. There aren't any conspiracies really, right? It's just that we don't know all the pieces to the puzzle. And I think I've been saying that when you don't know all of the pieces to the puzzle and all of that, it's easy for people to play with your mind and say, well, here's a piece right here. And folks, I guess people like a good mystery. But the truth of the matter is, it's really not a mystery, right? I've always said it is best to, if you don't have to lean either way, you can wait and allow everything to be played out, right? If you wait and allow everything to play out, you'll finally have the opportunity to see. What's up, City Streets TV? Legacy 360 says my favorite album is Rich Slave. Okay. Rich Slave. What made me gravitate to Dolph was how he talked. I grew up around men who were solid. You can hear the realness in a man's conversation. If you know how realness sounds, Dolph was real right. He didn't talk in circles like you hear a lot of other artists and stuff. You hear certain people, they talk in circles. He didn't really talk in circles. I like that. You all make sure y'all hit the like button as y'all come into the room, okay? Please hit the like button for me. Yes, you guys, today is his birthday. And like I said, I think it's good to remember the knowledge and stuff that he put out. That's where the good memories come in. Because if you only remember the assassination, you only want to stay stuck on that. I mean, it keeps you, I don't know, it'll keep you a certain way as it relates to when you think about him. But that man put out a lot of knowledge into the atmosphere. The man helped a lot of people. He fed a lot of people, and a lot of people are still eating off of the knowledge that he had put out there. Okay, so that's why I said it's good to remember the knowledge. Go back and listen to some of that, because when we look at his videos and stuff, we don't necessarily go back and listen to that. A lot of that. Y'all please hit the like button for me. Please do. Hold on one second. Let's see right here. I don't think I've seen this one.
Oh, shit. You running short on time, man. You running short on time? This is it, baby. This the new king of song.
Baby got action.
Hey.
Dolph, what's up with your homies?
Dolph, what's up with it?
First of all, man, I love your music.
I love y'all too.
Obviously, dog.
Like y'all Charlotte, like Charlotte was one of the first markets to support me. You know what I'm saying? Booking, like sales, like everything. You know what I mean? Like y'all one of the ones. You know what I mean? So we just got a bond. You know what I mean? Like Charlotte and Dolph go together like cheeseburger and fries.
Speaking of Charlotte and cheeseburger, like why stuff always happen to you in Charlotte, man? Why Charlotte, bro? What's going on?
Hey, let me tell you, I'm gonna put y'all on some game.
Yes.
When you look this good, you get this much money, and your boys having this same thing, you know what I mean? Your team looking this good, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You ain't got nobody to check into, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You got all these ice and all these diamonds.
The ice.
You
ice.
Never had to fake it to make it, you know what I mean? Like, hate come along with it and a whole lot of other things. Mm-hmm. So you gotta be prepared for it.
Dolph, let me ask you, I can get straight to it.
Yeah.
Now, the man pretty much put out there what was going on with him. I mean, you can't go around that. Each and every time you listen to his videos, because people was extremely fascinated with they wanted him to talk more about what had happened to him, right? And he constantly put out there, it's got everything to do, the attempts on my life, all of that. It's got everything to do with me being successful. I ain't got nobody to check into. I'm making all this money and I'm not faking it. he basically put it all out there.
They said this was a publicity stunt. This was a
Do
publicity stunt.
Do it look like publicity stunt?
Well, you know that they're saying because you had the car outfitted, it was bulletproof and everything like that, and then you dropped the album, and the album was everything on.
You know why they saying it?
It was a publicity stunt.
You know why they saying it?
Why they saying it?
Because that was just too cold. Like, damn, man, this nigga too cold. This nigga ain't that cold. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like this. It's a whole lot of hoe hopping going on. You know what I'm saying, in the industry. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like the difference between me and really everybody else. Like my young boys now, my boys around me, they looking like I look like. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't no big eyes, little U's, ain't no boss man, ain't no none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody over here the boss man. You know what I mean? The littlest one, the one with the less everybody a boss man. So it's just, you know, I'm just different. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff going on with being different. And one thing about it, I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We were talking to somebody earlier. We were talking about, beef in the rap game. Do you ever think it'll be a time in the rap game that everybody just show love to everybody?
It ain't happening.
It ain't happening.
No, it ain't happening. It'll never happen.
Let me ask you this. Is there an opportunity for reconciliation? Will you all be able to squash this beef? And if so, what has to happen for that to happen?
What you talking about?
You
talking about with me?
Yes.
Me personally, I ain't got no beef. I got suckers that don't like me. You know what I'm saying? I got suckers that don't know what they doing, trying to do something, they don't know what they do, and get caught up in it. You know what I mean? And then when they get caught up in it, you know what I'm saying? They want to, they so dumb that they tell it on themselves. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a lot of dummies. You know what I'm saying? Just like in the streets, there's a whole lot of dummies. Out of all the street niggas and all the trappers and everybody, how many of them really got some real money?
That's true right now.
How many of them really got some real money? Really hardly none of them. You know what I mean? They doing a whole lot of faking and a whole lot of flogging. But you ain't taking care of your kids. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Come on, dog. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. So now what you got, the rap game. What's in the rap game? A whole lot of street niggas, a whole lot of trapping, a whole lot of this, a whole lot of that. What they mean? Okay, since they was fake in the industry, in the streets, so now it's real when they start all the street and trappers in the industry. No, it's just a whole lot of suckers. They infiltrated the industry and they in the industry now. But me, I don't respect none of it. I ain't respect it back then. I don't respect it now. You know what I mean? And the whole thing is, Dolph just pour all the light and all the cover off of all rappers, dog, about all this shit and all this game that I be kicking. Because I talk about me being independent. It's like, hey, everybody talking about this, talking about that, but why y'all got these 3-4 record deals?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Hey, why my one car cost both of your 2 first record deals? You know what I'm saying? Hey, why my this one why these 2 rings cost your first record deal? You know what I'm saying? So it's like this though. It ain't nothing wrong with it. But when you hating on the next man, you got to deal with it. If you hating on me, I'm finna rub that shit in your face. I'm finna rub it in your face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, come on now. You know what I mean? This is what I do. So for the ones that don't like it, just stay out my way.
You got a new music coming out?
Yeah, I'm finna drop my new single. All mine.
All mine.
I need all mine. I need all of mine.
You ain't missed with Nail single you drop. Everything you drop goes.
Like, hey, big bro, I need all of mine.
You need all of it.
I can't drop no weak shit. That ain't what I do. I leave that for the sucker. You know what I mean? Like, I leave that for the little boy.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, this is what I do for real. You know what I mean? I motivate the streets. I motivate people to get money. So, hey, it's big money music, motivation music.
You doing anything this weekend for the BET Awards? You nominated anything like that?
Am I nominated? Say it again?
Yeah, you nominated for anything?
Am I nominated for anything? The realest rapper of the decade.
Go!
The realest rapper of the decade goes to
Dolph.
Go!
We got action, baby. We got action. BET Awards 2017. They say we gotta wrap it up, man. We can talk to Dolph all day. We'll see you back in Charlotte.
Hey, yeah, you already know that.
No more shots. We got a new song called No More Shots.
I see you at home, bro.
No more shots. Charlotte number 1 spot out here. Get a picture real quick.
Okay, shout out to Youngdolph. I love his confidence and all of that. And think it's sad, that people, got together and plotted and decided that they was going to put themselves in the position of a god. They ain't got that type of hierarchy, but that's what they did, and it was greed and jealousy, and so there are consequences for greed and jealousy, especially when I don't understand how that they could do it. Just take a human life for whatever their issues were. And like I said, it all stems from greed, that's wanting to be paid, thinking you're gonna get put on, and jealousy, right? That jealousy normally leads to all of that other stuff. So hey, I like listening to the young man talk because, like I said, he put everything out there himself. He said he liked to motivate people to get money, and we do know, that's why when people say money is the root of all evil, I go, no, money is not the root of all evil. The love of money is the root of all evil. So it's the people that carry the evilness in their hearts and stuff when they greedy, and they're willing to do anything for money, right? So, hey, rest in peace to Youngdolph, you all. I had to make sure that I got on and talked about him tonight. I definitely had to make sure that I got on and did that because like I said, we always do it. Even though I'm out of town, I wanted to make sure that I did that. Hey, I know the anticipation of the trial and all of that. It's got everybody anxious, as it should, as it should. We all should be anxious as it relates to wanting justice for him and not running. Hold on, you guys. Certain things in the ground. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna have to go over there, but I don't want to do that. Put this cord in. He was saying, stop expecting loyalty from people who can't even give you honesty. Right? It's true. Hey, what was so wrong with the man deciding to go off on his own and do his own thing? He do it his way. Everybody else do it their way, but they couldn't have that, and it's so unfortunate. You hear different people have different, what's the word that I'm looking for? Um says anybody from Memphis, what is music? Music. I don't know what that is because I don't say it like that. It's music. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Yeah, I don't know how to even pronounce that. It was definitely jealousy. It was, and I think that is very disappointing when you have artists that are just as talented, that was already doing their own thing, that participated in having this man taken out, because they definitely did. Y'all, they did that. It's some Memphis artists and stuff that participated and wanted to have that man assassinated, and that's just what they did. And they should be ashamed of themselves. They got to be ashamed of themselves of what they did. I never seen a bunch of old niggas so emotionally messed up, right? With their jealousy. That's characteristics of a woman. Um, and sending little dudes out that's young enough to be your damn sons. Y'all, that's completely sick. So I think that's why people carry such a fascination as it relates to Youngdolph's assassination. Okay. Because of that, the dynamics, Young Dolph said just in their video, dudes snitch on themselves. The first thing I thought about was Black Youngster when they was going to court, and Young Dolph looked at Black Youngster. No, Lord, I'm tripping. Black Youngster looked at the camera and said, I don't know nothing about nothing. They said I shot some, what did he say? Somebody snitching. So, I mean, he was actually trying to, I guess he thought he was making Youngdolph look bad, but he made himself look bad because he was really telling on himself. And I think it's so sad. I keep harping on that with Black Youngster. Black Youngster didn't even know Youngdolph. They never had any type of beef. But yet and still, he allowed somebody to bring him into something or put a battery in his back and bring him into some secondhand beef. And they went so darn far that it was ridiculous. Black Youngster is going to go to jail, and he knows that he's going to go to jail. And I think that is sad because, he got kids, but at least his kids at some point can come and see him behind the wall if they don't take him out when he get back there. Okay. When all Black Youngster had to do was put out his music or invest in his real estate or whatever it was showing that's not being loyal. Not even to yourself when you jump into somebody else's beef. God gave me an opportunity. Hell, you go and you help to participate in the assassination of a young man. How in the hell you think that is being loyal to yourself or your damn kids? You a damn fool. Okay? You a damn fool. And so I think when people say, well, I don't think that anything is going to happen to Gotti. Gotti looks over his shoulders all the time, but I guess they feel like because there's so many layers, they made a fool out of so many damn people. They feel like so many got to go down before it gets to Gotti, but I don't believe that. Okay, I don't believe so many got to go down, because what we do know now is people is in the process of trying to. I'm talking about trying to save themselves, and I'm talking about as it relates to anything, right? Folks don't even want to go do 30 days in jail. They'll tell on their mama. Okay, well, we're gonna hold you. We're gonna do a 48-hour hold. My mama did it. All they said was we just gonna put you on a 48-hour hold. They don't even want to do 48 hours. Right? They'll tell on their mama. So you think when they start talking about 40 and 50 and 60 years that these little dudes are not going to tell, in which they should tell, right? But what they should do is not participate in stuff like this, right? They shouldn't participate in anything like this. I don't even know what Straight Dropping them. Well, I know why Straight Drop did it, because Straight Drop wanted some money and he wanted some fame. And I think that it's sad. We have to go back and remember all of this stuff, how they was finessing him, like right up until this happened. He was all on stage with Homie G, and he was back there with Gotti and Moneybag and Black Youngster. They was finessing him, showing him things, a lifestyle that he had never seen before, finessing him into messing up his life and messing up the life of the Thorntons, right? Because they hurt a whole lot of people when they took that man out. These, y'all don't get me started. Okay? These folks was wrong for what they did. It ain't no way they could take it back. That man has been in his grave now for going on 3 years. Right after they did that on November the 17th, when they took him out. It couldn't be reversed in no type of way. So I want to know what did it do for their life? What did it do? What did Youngdolph not being here? How did it help their life in it? It didn't help their lives in it. If anything, it has backfired on them, and that's just the beginning. Do they think that they're going to actually be able to get away with taking somebody out and it ain't going to backfire? Whatever has been going on, because people don't like to show you the real things that's going on in their life, and they don't have to. But they killed that boy publicly. They wanted everybody to see it, them and everybody that participated in it, from the vloggers and all, okay, that has had a hand in trying to redirect whatever it is that's going on. Everybody that has had a part in this, from this, whether they came in at the beginning or they came in later, just like what they did to Youngdolph was public. God gonna expose them publicly. They got to get all that back. Ain't nobody, God ain't waiting. 50 and 10 and 15 and 20 years to pay these folks back. As soon as somebody do something to you, you see them further on up the road. You go, dog, they just did this to me about 2 months ago. You get into the future, you get further off the road. As my mother always say, when somebody would always do something, she said, that's okay. I see them further on up the road. That's one of my mama's favorite sayings. And my mother is a minister. She's an evangelist. She said, that's all right. Don't worry about it. That's all right. They didn't do that right. They didn't do me right. I'll see them further on up the road. And damn if she didn't see them further on up the road. Folks have to get their payback. And what I do Okay, yeah, I'm having some issues with the. Can y'all hear me now? I'm having some issues with the internet. And so, anyways, I remember my mother would, the first thing she would do is she would grab her Bible and she would start to pray. And just like she do now, she go to the end of her bed whenever there's trouble. When on and then was messing with me, my mother was getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning. And she said, I was looking at your vlog and you going at him, you're gonna have to stop. I've been getting up at 5 a.m. That's a demon. And I got to put God on that demon because he got a lot of people working with him. She already knew it. She said, you can't fight this battle in the flesh. You got to go into another realm that they can't touch because they operating in a demonic force with all of these people. And my mother had been spoken into existence. It's been spoken. She said, he got folks that's working with him, that's working at, that's cybersecurity, working at these hospitals and stuff. We got to attack that so God can start taking that down. And then God gonna deal with him, right? And so I remember when my mother, so she still do it to this day. She get up, get her chair, go to the end of her bed at 5 a.m. and just start going into the spiritual realm. No voodoo, no nothing can ever touch that realm. Okay. And so, anyways, my I remember they was messing with my mother on her job right before she retired. And my mom said, and so my mother said, she says, I'm not going to talk about it. She told my cousin who was calling her every day that was working on the job, I can't talk about that no more. Do you hear me? Do not call me. We can't talk about it no more. I done put somebody else on that. Okay. She said, I put somebody else on that. They thought she was talking about corporate, but she was talking about God. Okay. My mother came home. When she'd walk in, the first thing she'd do is get in the tub, put the food on, and grab her Bible. Okay. That's her first stop. And so 2 weeks later, my mama walked into the house and she was just praying and singing, and my cousins and them started calling. And it was like, did you hear it? She said, yeah, I heard it. She wasn't happy or nothing. I asked my mama, I said, what happened? She said, the person that was messing with me got caught stealing and they fired him today. You don't have to try to fight people in your flesh. As soon as folks doing stuff to you, they getting it back. My mother always said to this day, you ain't got to worry. You're going to see them further on up the road. You better go into a realm that them devils can't operate in. Before you know it, people that's misusing information on their job is fired off of their jobs because they mishandled it for a devil. And then God says, this demon you will see no more. You ain't got to worry about them being on their YouTube pages and stuff trying to slander you. You ain't going to even see their YouTube pages, because when you go into another realm that they can't operate in, voodoo can't touch it. Demonic forces can't operate in certain realms. Okay? God says, and this demon you will see no more. So did Gotti and them think, the Gottis and the Orange Mound Quets and the Jukes and the Zach Randolphs and the Straight Drops and all of them, did they think that they was going to be able to get to participate in an assassination of a king and then not backfire and blow in their face? My grandma used to always say, be careful of the words that you spit into the wind, because when a strong be careful of the words that you spit out, because a strong wind might come and blow it back in your face. Did they think that they was going to be able to put that into the atmosphere and it not come back? Okay? And it not come back. So when people say, God ain't going to get his, Gotti is the reason for all of it. I ain't scared to say it. It's the truth. You have to call that devil out. That's the reason why I call it out, and then I resort to, hold on, y'all. You have to call it out. I don't look at no man as being my God. I don't. And so I would never in my life say that somebody can't be touched, because when you wrong, you can be touched. Gotti or no other human being that does wrong is exempt from reaping what you sow. You have to reap what you sow. That goes for me, that goes for you, that goes for anybody that sows seeds of discord. Did y'all think that God was going to let Mia J be getting up and you could see her broken spirit crying out because her man was snatched away from her and her children's father? With her son, we could look in his eyes and see the hurt. Did y'all think that, who in the world would ever think that anybody that was participated in this would ever get away with it? I don't care how much money they claim they got. You can't escape the laws of the earth. None of us are exempt from it. You reap what you sow. And so that's why I tell people to, that's the reason why I tell people to remember a lot of the other stuff that Youngdolph had put into the atmosphere. Okay. Where he talked about getting money. Don't step over nobody's back to get no money. Yeah, I work like a dog. I have people that throw daggers at me. I found out somebody, it'd be the folks writing your vlogs right up under you with the resources to sell information. They're going to lose their jobs and their licenses, but that's what they do. Okay? They put themselves in those positions because they have a demonic force on them. And when they sitting after you work hard to attain what you have, why would you ever let a demon trick you out of it? All because you got jealousy and unresolved issues from your past. People work hard, whether it's me or you or anybody, we work hard. Why would we let somebody that ain't got nothing to lose trick us out of our positions, right? And so that's why I say there has to be a renewing of the mind as it relates to a lot of stuff. Be responsible about the stuff that you put out into the atmosphere, even as it relates to Youngdolph, right? As it relates to Youngdolph, okay? Because Youngdolph, when he was alive, he was helping people to eat. And even in his death, he's still helping people to eat. So be responsible with the information that you put out. That's why I've never allowed anybody to bully me. I understand how the brother felt. I'm not making this about me, but y'all see the attacks that have come up against me because I wouldn't bow down. The very people that was hacking and stuff, a lot of these vloggers pay them because they're able to put bots on their views and make it seem like they have a lot of views. They write their scripts and stuff like that. We all gonna make money together, but you can't pay me to do that. I don't want to do it. If I can't get it organically, so they start messing with your views and stuff. If it's 5 in here, we gonna rock. We gonna rock out. Cause YouTube don't pay not now bill I got, and because I'm righteous in it. Listen, it ain't got to. God gonna always provide sources and resources for me. And a devil in hell, I don't care how many lies they send to the FBI, how many lies, whatever it is that they get folks to write up, it ain't gonna work. When you got favor, it can't work. It ain't worked so far. It ain't gonna work not now time. Okay. I went into in the city I'm in right now. Yeah, I went into the Walmart today after I finished working to get me some fruits and stuff. I got me some cherries and some. I was like, let me go in here and give me some fruit so I can have something to snack on, because I don't want to be snacking on junk. I want to keep fruits and stuff. I got up there to the self-checkout. I kid you not. And I was so tired. And I got me like 5 nectarines. Okay. Because I was like, no, the peaches are too soft. I can't eat soft peaches. So I was like, these nectarines are kind of hard. So I put me 5 in a bag. But when I got up to the when I got to the self-checkout, it rang up to like $7 and something. So I was like, no, let me take this off. I'm not paying $7 for no 5 nectarines. Okay. This is how it is when you favored. No weapon form will ever be able to work on anybody that keeps prayer around them. And so the guy walked up to me, and people might say this ain't much, but God was just letting me know I see you and I always got you. I said, I'm trying to take these nectarines off. I'm not paying no $7 and something for no 5 nectarines. He was like, oh, okay. He said, would you pay $4 for them? I said, yeah, I guess I will. He said, I could. Now, this is at the Walmart, at the self-checkout. He was supposed to be taking on. He said, okay, well, he said, if anybody asks you, just say they were bruised. Okay. I said, okay. Now, this is the supervisor that came because I was trying to take it off of my ticket. So when he rang it up, he put $4 in. He said, oh, that's not going to work because it's ringing up $4 a pound. He said, I made a mistake on that. And he said, I tell you what, I'll put $1 a pound. And whatever he did, the nectarines rang up to be like $1.90 something cents. He said, oh, well, I wasn't trying to do that either, but I could live with that. And when I was walking out, that guy made sure he came from wherever he was. He said, ma'am, have a nice day. A white guy. I said, thank you, sir. You have a nice day too. And I called my mother. I said, I know it's not much, but I feel like that was just God letting me know. Listen, I got you. I get back to the hotel room. Okay. And I was like, dog, I want a soda, a diet soda, a diet Pepsi. Where I'm at, they drink a lot of Pepsi products. I was like, I want a diet Pepsi, and I put it in the freezer or something. And when I got to the vending machine right here in this hotel, it was like $2 for a canned diet soda. So I was like, dog, I was like, well, I'll just get it and I'll just put it in the refrigerator, for later. And I put the $2 in there, got the diet soda, and I kid you not, as I was walking back to my room, I heard bing, bing, bang, bang, bang. I mean, I went back around and like when I tell you drinks was just falling out of the vending machine, and I thought about it. I was like, should I leave it? And I was like, well, if I don't take it, whoever come next is gonna get them. So I got them and brought them back to my refrigerator. And I know it sounds weird, but I just feel like God was consistently letting me know, if you obey me, listen, I'll give you an abundance. I'll have things happening for you unexpectedly, right? And I promise you, I just felt like that. I was like, I didn't want to pay $2 for no canned drinks, right? But I was like, dog, that was just too blessings consecutively, like right behind each other. You have to understand, like, even with the job that I'm on now, I wasn't expecting to, I almost didn't take it. But because I took it at the last minute, I told the person, I said, look, it's a last minute situation. And I was really trying to get them to say, well, now I'll find somebody else. I was like, it's going to be the regular fee. Plus, there has to be a bonus of this much, which was almost double the fee that I normally charge. The fee plus another fee that was double. And I was like, I bet you they ain't going to want to pay that because I don't feel like going anyways. When they come and say, we got your check ready. We'll go ahead and get your reservations and all that ready so you can go on. I was like, dog. And I gave them an astronomical bonus fee. And I was like, dog, I got to go on and get out of here anyways. But it ended up being a blessing. That's what happens when you write. You ain't constantly trying to dig ditches for nobody. I don't look over my shoulders and worry about me getting my payback on nothing. You know why? Because I don't worry about folks. You don't see me hiring hackers to try and mess with folks' numbers on here. I don't have to try and do that. I don't constantly look over my back because of worried about somebody gonna get me back, because I don't bother people. I don't put that type of karma into the atmosphere. I'm old enough to understand whatever it is for me, I'ma get it. I'ma get it. Okay. And if you think you're gonna get in the way of it, especially if I am vibrating on a certain frequency, I have a certain energy as it relates to me getting my prayers up and the right people around me, you will croak out because I'm going to get what I'm supposed to have. And that goes to me and anybody else. There's a lot of people that are down in their grave right now because they thought that they were going to stand in the way of a blessing that was already predestined for somebody. Ain't no man got no control over no other human. It was already written before they was born. Why does a bitch on earth ever think that they could stop somebody with their damn jealousy? What they do is they create bad karma for themselves when they could be further along if they leave somebody else alone, okay? Right? And so a lot of those people created bad karma for themselves as it relates to Youngdolph, okay? I think God is tortured. He stayed traveling all the time. I think whenever his indictment drop, okay, he want to be on the water. He can't escape that karma. He can't escape it. It's a lot of other ones that can't escape that karma when all they had to do was leave that boy alone. These men have children, whether they are young or adults. They want to be out for, just like Youngdolph wanted to be alive to raise his kids. They couldn't stand to see that boy elevate, so they took him up out of here. And they got the nerve to think that they're going to be missed. I think as people, what we have to do is we have to change our mindset and stop thinking because these folks got money that they are exempt from karma, because that is putting out the wrong energy to a lot of these young folks that don't know any better. Well, if I get some money, I could do whatever I want to do. Hell, y'all see the karma done caught up with Puffy, and he got way more money and status than Yo Gotti. It has caught up with him. He did dirt for 30 years and it changed overnight, because the laws of the earth is whatever man soweth, that's just what they're going to reap. And it's reaping season for a lot of these Negroes. And I think that was a message within a message. You know, I was thinking about my mama when she said, I see him further on up the road. Listen, you don't get involved in trying to get back at folks and creating bad karma for yourself. You'll see them further on up the road. My grandma used to say, you know, when they time ain't long on earth, because they got to get it back before they go. So when you see them start getting their payback pretty quick, that means their life probably short, because they got to get it back before they leave here. So people need to start creating good karma for themselves. Start creating that good karma. Stop being jealous and mean and evil and low down. We got to stop doing it to each other. Okay? We got to stop doing it to each other. We got to stop, being caught up in the mess. I know people want for me to be involved in these conspiracies. Somebody called my phone. I can't even think of that person's name. Now, I'm Memphis to the core of me. And I can listen to a person's voice and tell when they are Memphian. I really can tell right off the bat. Okay? Because, see, we might try to talk a little proper, but y'all see my twang comes out all the time. I get mad. I go back to the projects. Okay? I don't care if they talk proper. I can tell when they from Memphis because, bitch, that countryness is going to come out at some point. Okay? The way that we say words, and it goes for any other city. Okay? I try to get that down pat. I go, oh, that person is from Florida. The way they say that. Okay, we know that person is from down in Louisiana somewhere. That person is from New York. That's a California person. Everybody has their own twang, right? But I was looking at a person that called my phone, and I knew exactly what channel that they came from when I was on live one night. And they was going in, such and such, such and such. I never heard of that a day in my life. But it's so sad that people want to be what's the word that I'm looking for? I don't know. I guess they want to be in the end and want people to think that they know more than what they know. So bad that they just lie. They want to be in groups that ain't even no good for them. Okay, with their lies. And they just kept going on and on. I said, that person is not over that. I had to go ahead and break them down. I said, this bitch thinks she gonna jump up on my damn phone and spew out that shit. And I know it ain't true. Bitch, you ain't from Memphis. You gonna call me a Memphian, and I do this. As Youngdolph says, I know politics because I be in the midst of it. My dad was a damn politician. Well, he was an elected official. He wasn't no politician because I don't get. My dad was a real one. Most politicians are politricksters. He was not that. He was elected. Okay. I said, no, she's not gonna call this phone. I went on ahead and started breaking her down right quick in a nice way. And I could tell when she started stuttering. I said, this bitch is lying. But that's the type of stuff that other vloggers that ain't even from out, and she might have been from around the Memphis area because she kind of sounded like she was. Okay? Or could have been around Mississippi or Arkansas or something. But it's sad, the types of stuff that people do. And I'm not, we see the exact same thing as it relates to Youngdolph. When I look at what's going on in this case, I go, dog, a lot of these people, okay, sit up and say they want justice for Youngdolph, but they have the characteristics of the people that took him out. And it's sad, that jealousy. These old niggas, how you gonna be in your 30s and 40s and 50s and sitting up hiring hackers and violating people, hiring folks to come to folks' houses, which is gonna get them knocked down. Flat foot knocked down. That's the reason why I decided to hire a male housekeeper. He does security. I knock their ass down. You send a message. Okay. Then want nobody else want to be sent out, right? But y'all know how I get. But y'all, we got to change our mindset. And I was going back to that conspiracy stuff. If you don't eat, people don't eat up the junk. Folks wouldn't even put that out. They would be forced to put out the right message or say, well, listen, you know what? I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know. This is what I think, though. It could be this. They tell you the truth instead of telling you the lie. You didn't eat it up. And it's something as important as the Youngdolph's case, y'all. Hey, I don't want to know anything but the truth. I don't want no garbage. I want the truth. I don't want the wrong people in jail. I want the right people in jail. Thus far, they got the right ones. I want the rest of them in there, okay? I want the rest of them in there. Thank you, Paula, for coming through. I appreciate that so much. Okay, I appreciate that a lot. But anyways, you guys, thank you, Nicole. We just have to be manipulative. I mean, Lord have mercy. Meticulous. I said manipulative. I was good. My mouth, I don't know. We have to be meticulous about what we choose to digest, to take in and digest. Don't let people feed you anything. Don't let them feed you poison, because poison kills. And if it doesn't kill you physically, if when they feed you poison by their words, it definitely will kill your spirit. I've had people to come into my, and I could feel the heaviness. They reach out to me. I was just looking at another vlogger, and they were saying this, Miss Tam, just tell me it's not true. That's why I had to tell people, look, don't go looking at other vloggers and then come to me with that heaviness, looking for me to lift all them spirits up off of you. Be careful about what you look at and take into your eye gate and your ear gate. Don't digest and take all this evil stuff into your spirit, man. Just like you have to take care of your body physically, you have to take care of your mind and your spirit. Don't eat up this stuff. If you don't eat it up and don't watch it, they'll be forced to start putting out something at least with some type of be credible about what they say. Well, I don't know, but this is what I believe. Instead of every other day, they got some type of evilness in the atmosphere, right? They be more responsible for what they put out. And I don't understand why people wouldn't want to be responsible anyways. Thank you, Paula, for the cash out. I don't know why people wouldn't want to be responsible anyways, right? With what they put into the atmosphere. Because when you start putting the wrong things out there, whether it's for maliciousness or for money, it's going to circle back around and you will see it again further on up the road, bloggers. So be very careful about what you put out there, okay? Anyway, y'all, I said, listen, I want to, what song y'all want? Y'all know I always just be playing the Youngdolph's. And I was going to go into talking about his assassination, but I said we need to start remembering other things as it relates to him, right? Hold on. Let's see something. I like this one. I like this one too, you guys. Shout out to Youngdolph. I like that. That's such a motivation song. Rule number 1, get the money. Rule number 2, don't forget to get the money, which means whatever it is that's going on, don't get into your feelings. Don't get all crazy. Just don't forget to get the money. Remember what you in it for. Whatever it is that you're doing, remember why you in it, right? Even as it relates to me being on here, I have to remember why I'm in this. And it's much bigger than what people would know. I have a message. I was sent here to deliver a message, not just as it relates to Youngdolph, but many other things. So remember why you started something. When the opposition comes, it's going to come because it has to build your endurance, right? And so I know Youngdolph and them are street dudes and all of that. And sometimes I really wish that Youngdolph would have been when they had a history of trying to assassinate him. I really wish he would have just went to the police. I do. I really wish he had gone to the police. Right. But I understand street dudes do it another way. But always remember why you got into it. And then do what is necessary to sustain yourself. Okay, while you in it. And each and every time you have opposition, it just builds your endurance for the next level. Right? That's why they say new levels bring new devils. So when you start going through stuff on a level, it's building your endurance for the next level that you're about to go to, because you're going to go if you keep going. If you don't stop, you're going to start going on different levels. And by the time your endurance is built, when you get on the next level, you go, dog, after you keep going through that thing and passing the test, you go, dog. I thought, you know what? I seen the devil like this on level 2. I'm on level 4 now. I know how to handle that devil. Okay. I'm just going to remember to keep the main thing. Okay. Now I know how to handle this devil. It's another devil like on level 5 that was on level 3. That's kind of similar. This one right here, a little different. Okay. But I know how to handle that. And that's just how life is. You got to learn how to handle stuff. Start building your endurance and know that opposition come not to stop you, because you can't be stopped. You determine whether you stop or not. No man can stop you. You determine that when you go, I'm just not going to do it no more. I'm going to give up. Okay, so you made that determination. Right? But as long as you can remember the opposition going to come, but I just ain't going to stop. You know how many times they try to stop me on here and I wouldn't give up? Somebody said to me just the other day, damn, they done tried to do everything. But I said, but I just keep coming back because I can't be stopped. If they had left me alone, I probably would have been off here a long time ago. But I remain a thorn in their side. Because no human being would decide my destiny. Not another damn person that's got blood running through their veins, because they can't stand to see me pop my shit. Well, then they need to have a seat and watch me, because I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to make my money on here and off of here. On here don't pay nothing, but whatever it pay, I'm going to make it. Because no human being decides your destiny. Okay? But anyways, you guys, I'm going to tell, let me just say this too. I don't know what it is about the vibrations of, because music, it's certain music that I listen to. And I think this is what, so for some reason I've been on that Bob Marley stuff. I mean, because I go through those phases where I love listening to his music. But Bob Marley was very high vibrational. And so I go through phases of listening to his music, and I promise you it keeps me upbeat. Right. And the other day when I was looking at YouTube, I was cleaning up and it came on, I think right before, as a matter of fact, right before I got this job that I'm doing now. Right. And the song came on, One Love. And I've heard One Love before, but it was just kind of different. I think, we listen to, I guess that's the ad-libs, One Love. Everybody know One Love. But I really had the opportunity to just listen to the whole song. And that's why I posted that. Let's give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I feel all right. And that's what Bob Marley, even though, he smoked a lot of weed and stuff. Back then, it was truly a herb, right? But he says, let's give thanks and praises to the Lord, and I'll feel all right. That's a song, y'all, when it uplifts your spirit. I know it did mine. One love, one life. Let's give thanks and praises to the Lord, and I feel all right. And it's something about when I give thanks and praise to God, I start to feel all right, even when I'm tired, right? Because I'm expanding as it relates to one of my businesses, and I be tired all the time. And I really have to give thanks and praises to God in order to continue on, right? Even when I go, dog, I should just be satisfied with what I have, because I'm tired and I got to do this and that. But guess what? Then I started listening to some upbeat, high vibrational music, and it seems like It just gives me endurance because it's mind over matter. It be your mind in a way when you go, well, I'm tired. Because when my body, I came in after I finished my job and I slept, right? You sleep, you get your sleep, you take care of yourself, and then you get up and keep going. Get people away from around you that don't share the same vision as you. And if they can't impart positivity into your life, if they ain't bringing nothing positive into your life, whether it's positive energy or whatever, remove them. People forget that we are here on a mission. We're here on a mission. And I admire Youngdolph so much because I'm gonna have to put, because I said I was ready to get off, but it don't look like I am right now. So I got to put because my battery was getting ready to die. I guess I could talk to y'all for about 20 more minutes. Hold on, let me put the plug in this. I hope it works over here. Let's see. I think it's gonna work out. Yep. Hold on, y'all. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. Okay, it's working now. Hold on, you guys. Let me look at something. Okay, you guys, I'm back. Hold on, y'all. That song I was listening to the other day, I heard it so many times before, but I never really listened to it. We just seen the One Love, right? And it's really awesome. Like I said, Bob Marley, we have to be careful about what we take into our inner man and our spirit. getting back to the Youngdolph situation, be careful about the different, because a lot of this stuff, a lot of people look at this, and I can't be mad at them, for entertainment purposes only, right? They look at it for entertainment purposes. Look at it as entertainment purposes only. Me, myself, um, I guess amping up stuff as it relates to the Youngdolph's case does not pay my bills at all. And I wouldn't even want to have to try to figure out this grand scheme to try to pull people in to get my bills paid. That's the reason why God keeps me paid, right? And no devil in hell could ever intervene with that. And so keep your minds open. Know that that's why, when people say, well, she just want to protect the police, people say that to try and cover up the lies that they're putting out, right? As what I've always said was, it is impossible for every police to be crooked, right? And even as it relates to the Youngdolph's case, every police officer, every investigator, I don't know what the patrolmen are doing out there in the street, but I do know that the investigators don't have anything to gain as it relates to trying to hide something. If they was trying to hide something, if they didn't have anybody in custody, if they did not have anybody arrested, I would say, well, it's something wrong going on. But because we see that they do, okay, it ain't no cover up. Okay, oftentimes, as in every other any other case, it takes a minute to get everybody, but I can guarantee you, when the time is right, everybody will be gotten one way or the other, right? They took that man from his family. They robbed his children, his daughter, of having a father to walk her down the aisle. She's still a 4-year-old baby. When they took him away, they robbed a little Trey of his dad, seeing him involved in sports or whatever it is that he would want to be involved in, training him to take over the family's company. He was building something for his children. He left it behind, right? Which was very smart of him. But you can't do things of that nature and think that you're not going to get it back. The laws of the earth is, whatever a man soweth, that's just what they're going to reap. And your money or nothing can't keep you from it. If Puffy has not shown people that, then I don't know what to, I don't know, you won't be able to get through to him anyways, because it's obvious of that, right? It's pretty obvious of that. Yeah. Did y'all hit the like button for me? There are some peerless times ahead of us. We got to hold on to the divine, stay prayed up. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I agree. I agree 100%. Let's give thanks and praise to the Lord. Thank you, Paula. Let me see how many. Well, I've been telling people to hit the like button. So, anyways, you guys, I know I had not been on here. I haven't been on here like I once had, but that's because my work had picked up. So, no, if I miss a day, just know I'm coming back. It was just, normally I try to upload something every day. If I miss a day, it's just because I just couldn't get away to do a video. We have lost a lot of great people in this lifetime. But you know what? No man has a right to take any other man's life, but there is only one way that any of us is going to get out of here. Hey, and that's through death. It ain't but one way out of this life, and all of us will have our turn. All of us will have our turn. Some people get it. Some people get it when they could have been here longer, by reaping what they sow, or they think they're gonna block somebody, and then God knock them down. Okay, God knock them down, and then knock down. I'm gonna tell you something. I've gone through things that I didn't have to go through because my head is hard. And that's why I could tell you, go in, go to court Monday, okay. And that's the reason why I could tell you that God get back ain't nothing nice. That's why I'm so laid back and chill now with stuff. When people go, well, you kick doors in and you this and you that. When sometimes I have to stand. I stand back and say, now is that door for me to kick down? Because I've kicked down some doors that I wasn't supposed to go in, because I was stubborn. I was like, ain't nobody gonna keep me out of them, when God was trying to redirect me in another direction anyways. And I done got my ass told cat raggedy, okay, for doing some things that I know I should not have done. So that's the reasons why I just I go, God, if it's for me, let your will be done. If it's not, I don't even want to go through it. I don't want it. I don't want no parts of it. I don't care how good it may be for me at this point, but I don't want to reap the repercussions of what comes with that later on because of 5 or 10 minutes of gratification. And that's exactly what's happening in this Youngdolph's case. They just had an urgency to take that boy out because they was jealous of him, and they only had about 5 minutes of gratification, right? And it was only about 5 minutes. And them folks was on their tail. The rest of them are in jail. The other ones are looking over their shoulder, wondering when they're going to come and get them. I wouldn't want to live like that. Whereas they could have just been gone on with their lives. And a lot of the karma that has been attached to what they did, they wouldn't have had to go through if they had just left their boy alone. But that jealousy on the inside of them just would not let them do it. Oh, Fox 13, wish Youngdolph a happy birthday. Shout out to Fox 13. I'm glad that they're keeping that legacy alive. And I hope that people like Hernandez Govan and them are convicted to tell the whole truth. Because what's going to happen is, if they don't tell the whole truth, if they keep on playing games, they're putting themselves in a position where, because it ain't like they don't know the whole truth. I'm talking about the people they're trying to play games with. Mm-hmm. Yeah, here's another song that I love that's very upbeat. I'm telling y'all, I love it so much. It's something about this song that I could just feel the spirit of him singing. I don't know, I could just feel it, like of what he's saying as it relates to the people that he's talking to see him shine like this. You know, they couldn't stand it to the point where they assassinated him. You know, we have to think about our history and what our ancestors been through, and just watch him. If you jealous, that means you feel like a person. People that are jealous of somebody feel like they got something that another person has something that they can't have. When the truth of the matter is if you work hard, you can have whatever is for you. Some things just aren't for you. But if you rise to the occasion and raise your vibration, you would understand that just ain't for me. But it don't mean that my life has to be less valued or whatever. I don't have to. Some people are not happy. They have everything that they want. They have a lot of things, but they can't be happy because they worried about what somebody else got, instead of staying in their lane trying to create what is for them and living their best life. So I got on here. I think this was a whole message tonight, but that's cool too. Because when I get off of here and I get back over there in their bed, I'm gonna be listening to some Bob Marley tonight. I'm glad I don't have it. For me too, jealousy is as cruel as the grave. I'm telling y'all something. I don't deal with jealous people. Even if their jealousy is not directed at me, that green-eyed monster is still on them. So if I see them jealous of somebody else, I don't want them around me. Because I'm not a jealous-hearted person. I'm not. Y'all, I go get what I want. If I ain't got it, it's because I have not made up my mind that I want it. Okay? I don't look at other people and say, ooh, I'm going to go get that too just because she got it. So now you just accumulating things and you don't even know why you got it. You trying to compete with somebody else. I don't live my life like that. I don't compete with nobody else. I compete with the person I was yesterday to try and be better, because I have a lot of damn issues that I need to try and work out within myself. We all do. That's right, evil on a whole nother level. I'm glad I don't have a spirit like that, Bob Marley. Yeah, Bob Marley was the truth. Bob Marley's mother, I was looking at a interview, that one of those old interviews that she did. And she says that Bob Marley, when he was a child, people used to, he was like a healer, and it was like he could see things. She said people would come to him to like read, like he was almost like a tarot reader. And they would come to him to know about what was going to go on with them, and he would be able to tell them, and it happened. She said he always had a healing energy. And I love people like that have healing energies. Mm-hmm. Hold on, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for me. And the Lord said, not yet. Timing is everything. People don't understand that. I definitely don't have women with jealous spirits around me. They will mess you over real bad. Oh, they'll be, mm-mm. To listen to that band. That band is the truth. You don't hear as many bands like that now. I promise you that band is the truth in the background. Even on a whole, I'm glad I don't have a spirit like that. And the Lord says, not yet. Time is everything. I'm telling you, that band is the truth. Just the music. They jamming like, they don't have many bands like that anymore. Live bands. I see like Hispanics kind of, their Tejano music is kind of like the reggae. But reggae has a little bit more soul to it. Mm-hmm. Anyways, you guys, I'm gonna get off of here. I want to get on here with you guys tonight. Yeah, I'll get back on tomorrow. I'm gonna get back on tomorrow. Okay, I appreciate you all stopping in. I know it's late. Let's see where I'm at. It is 12:30, almost 12:30. So, anyways, you guys, I love you guys. Miss Tamara, when you go back to Jamaica, you need to visit. I I want to go to Kingston to visit his home, and I'm gonna tell y'all another person that was very conscious. A lot of people don't. He didn't have as much success as Bob Marley, but Peter Tosh, I think he's from out of King. He used to sing in the Wailers with Bob Marley, tall, chocolate, handsome guy. Um, he was unalived a few years after Bob Marley. Um, yeah, he was very conscious. Peter Tosh was. He was. Um, it's funny because something happened to his son where somebody beat him into a coma or something about a year or so ago. Anyways, you guys, but I do plan to visit Kingston. They try to say stay away from Kingston. When we go to Jamaica, it's always like in Montego Bay. We stay on the resort, which is all inclusive. It has everything on it. I was wanting to go back to Jamaica so bad. I was like, I think I want to go by myself. But since that situation happened with the young lady from out of Chicago, I ain't traveling nowhere. As a matter of fact, that was an advisory to a warning as it relates to traveling to those to different countries and stuff. So traveling outside of the United States. So I think I just kind of want to stay inside the United States because somebody was telling me that they was putting at like the airports and stuff. They had started putting like different stuff on people in their bags to be able to hold them in jail. So it was really like a extortion, like a hostage situation that was going on. Folks was like, I ain't had no gun, I ain't had no weed or something like that. Like women, that's what they were doing, so that they can they basically holding them hostage. So be very careful about that. I think I'm cool with staying in the United States, child. Just send me to Florida. Let me go to Hawaii. Anywhere that's still in the States, okay? If I need to be by some water, that's what I'll do. Yeah, he said I shot the sheriff, but I did not shoot no deputy. Shout out to Bob Marley. I played him. So I don't know. That energy is just in my brain right now. Upbeat energy. But shout out to Youngdolph, and may he get justice in totality. And I do believe that he is. It's in the making, right? And prayer works, and so we have to keep praying to ensure that he does. Pray for the strength of his family because they're going to need it as time approaches as it relates to his trial, right? It's going to be more than one trial, so it's like they're going to be in a storm, and they're definitely going to need genuine people praying for them to be able to go through this situation, okay? Anyways, you guys, I'm going to go get back in bed because I got to be out early in the morning, but I love you guys. Okay, I'll talk with you later.